Someday, dooby-dooby-doo. Yeah, but first, Mr. 2020, and I don't want to leave out. Write those three down. I'm going to say them again. Someday, dooby-dooby-doo. Right? Oh, I love that one. That's the one everyone loves. But first, Mr. 2020, right? Write that one down. And then there's the other one. And I don't want to leave out. See, the doors for Dream Driven Day are open. You can join now. The course starts on the 24th. You will not be able to join then. And these are three of the ways that I find the people. We've been doing this for a couple of decades now. And we keep finding there are only a few ways to screw this up. Think about this. Ready? There are unlimited options. Unlimited. You know, what do you want to drive? What do you want to eat? Who do you want to marry? See, I wouldn't pick the who, but I'd pick like what kind of married person do you want to be? Do you want to be a happily married person, or do you want to find someone to marry so you can blame them for everything? That's it. I found my soulmate, the one that I can blame for everything bad in my day. You see, I want you to notice there are three ways that you delay. There are three ways that you delay. There are three ways that you delay living every day like we do. That is having a dream-driven day. Honest to God. Anyway, ready? Someday is one of them. And notice it as it feels. Someday. Some people live in someday. Some people live in someday for years, but they never experience today what they want. Notice if that's you, right? Let's go to the second one, right? Oh my God, this is so good. But first, Mr. 2020, all right. See, and whatever they want, there's always a but first, right? But first, I want to make sure my kids are taken care of. But first, I want to get rid of the loogie in the world. But first, I don't like who's president. But first, I have to go do something. But first, see, those are the ones that are always telling me, well, I'd love to feel it real, but first, I have to put my kids down. I don't mean down, I mean to sleep. I don't mean to sleep. Well, I mean, I got to put them, and they get so lost in but first. But first, right? I'd love to paint. But first, I need money. Radio. See, here's what I find. Whenever you make a commitment to paint and time both show up. But meanwhile, let's just skip what actually works, shall we? See, but first, before we do what works, radio. So remember, it all started with someday. Right? My dreams will come true someday over the rainbow. Don't live like that. But first, Mr. 2020, before I can have what I want, I need an oil can. See, I fail to see the connection, but anyway. See, half the stuff that I needed to do what I do, to do what I imagined, didn't exist when I started imagining doing what I do. Right? Think this iPad. Next. What else? And then I don't want to leave out, see that last one. I don't want to leave out, like, you see, they're afraid that if they get successful, their mom's going to die, or people won't like them, or, well, I want to make sure the cats are taken care of, and then I don't want to leave out, and they're just stuck with, but if I succeed, then they'll be, well, I don't want to succeed, and then what do I sacrifice, and they just get lost in that. You notice the last two are kind of related, but not really. So I want to know which one of these you are, because these will be the ones that keep you from doing Dream Driven Day. These will be the ones that keep you from having a Dream Driven Day, and I want you to be all Dream Driven Day driven. Every time we offer this course, 30 days of play, 30 people, 3 live group calls, a private little Facebook group. By the way, some people don't do Facebook. We get it. You don't have to participate in the Facebook group. You don't even got to join. Some do, some don't. Don't care. The thing is, do the course. The thing is, stop doing, someday, hey, I will get some chocolates. See, that ain't happening, right? And but first, Mr. 20, before I get the chocolate, I got to get me some paper towels to clean my hands. Yeah. Because I don't want to be embarrassed looking whenever I get my chocolate. So I got to manifest me up some paper towels. Well, before I can do that, I got to manifest me up 3 cups of gasoline, some petrol to put in the car. Well, before I can do that, I got to manifest up me a car. And they get stuck. And then there's, remember, and I don't want to leave out, grandma, your neighbor. It's like that person who wins one of the Emmy Awards or something. I would thank my mom, and I would thank Uncle Buck. And Uncle Buck had a boyfriend named Jimmy, but Jimmy, well, we didn't know he was his boyfriend at the time, but Jimmy was cool. But Jimmy could have used a shave, and we don't want to leave out Uncle Jimmy's dog either, because, his dog was really cute. See, all that just gets you lost. And I want you to find yourself showing up more and more in your day. So this is the crassest commercial for DreamDrivenDay.com. Because so many people, here's the thing, right? So we designed ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. 90 days, one-on-one, you do it on your own, right? You send us an update every 7 days. That's pretty much it, ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. Yeah, it works. We've got thousands and thousands and thousands to prove it, right? I mean, go read a couple of them. But meanwhile, what else do we got? We got DreamDrivenDay.com, because one of the things that we've noticed is a lot of people, they succeed, but they don't succeed in a way that brings them their ideal day, their chosen day. They have a lot of wins, but they still don't get their day right. And that's fine. I mean, I know a lot of rich people who are miserable. I want them to be both rich and happy. I know a lot of happy people that aren't rich. You see, when you couple it down into your day, your days become different. You become lighter. I remember when I moved to Australia, I had a choice, right? I could get a job, or I could guarantee that I have a dream-driven day. Because it's not about that long term, that someday, that hopeful, but first, but I will. None of that stuff. And then there's grandma. What it's about is you, your day, your life. You want to own your destiny, you own your day. So that's what I got. If you got gold today, you can still get in at the early bird pricing. DreamDrivenDay.com. I sent out the first email the other day. Oh, it was so exciting. I'll send out the second one next week, if there's any seats left. So go in, give it a peek. If you got questions, email me. I'll love to answer them. And that's it, DreamDrivenDay.com. And by the way, I really do want to know which one of those 3 from the beginning, which one of those, because you've got to identify how you delay it. Remember, someday. And there's up at first, Mr. 20, before I can. And then there's, and I don't want to leave out grandma. Right? Or Uncle Buck. Or Uncle Buck's good friend, Jimmy. Jimmy was a nice guy. Okay, that's it. See ya.